Hi, good morning from freezing cold Wyoming. It's January 25th. I normally expect the cold, but this has just been a long run, guys. And I listened to the forecast this morning, and it looks like seriously an entire week, if not longer, of just bitterly cold nights. And so the roads are technically open right now, but I'm not ready to go. I just don't really want to pack up my life and be gone 3 days. So I'm going to hang out and see what tomorrow brings and Friday and try to get out of here for at least a full 1 day shopping trip. I have about 50 items between clothing, a pair of boots, a couple humidifiers, which are worth a lot of money. I got to get those going. And so just some odds and ends, maybe like 6 hard goods and the rest clothing. So I've got about 50 or 60 items. I am going through all of this old inventory, and I don't know if it's good or bad. I guess right now it's actually good for me. I'm finding like one item for every 10 to 15 that is not listed, and it's good stuff. If you happen to have caught my video yesterday, which is part one of this, you'll see that I found a brand new pair of boots that, weren't listed that are worth like 80 some dollars. I found a Dimensions craft kit, which should easily get, 25 or 30, and just on and on and on. And these are things that the sales must have been canceled. When I cancel an order for non-payment after like 6 or 7 days, I make sure eBay relists it when I click that button, submit and relist for free. I go into my active and make sure it's been relisted. But people call eBay to cancel sometimes, or you just get the cancellation notice. And if I'm on the road or unable to be at my computer, I don't always go in and make sure that that item got relisted. So anyway, I have a few more that I want out of my way. I'm going to also do a shipping video here in a few minutes. So I want to show you what I've done. I did not pull every single item because it's just too many. If it's a big item that's a hard good, I just double checked the number before I figured out where it was and if I had it. So I have a House of Lloyd doll, and these are the changes I made. I decided to keep it. It's number 93, and on my hard goods, I'm like in the 1200s, so I've had it for a while. It's a Christmas girl, and it's like from the 1980s. She's real pretty with like a red hat and stuff. I had it in dolls and bears, and so I just changed the category. I put it in holiday and seasonal figures. I upped my promoted listings to 15%. I switched the photo for the gallery. I switched one that showed that it had the box rather than just her. And so those are the changes I've made. If it doesn't work in a couple months, then I'm going to get rid of her. I haven't really edited her that much that I know of. I think she just got missed. So she was listed, but she dropped. She was really stagnant. So anyway, I went in and made those changes. We'll see if it works. If not, I'll just get rid of her. Then I have a estate jewelry thing. I paid about $1 for the box. It's a boxed set. It's kind of mid-century modern. It's silver. I have it all wrapped, so that's why I'm not showing it to you. I upped the promoted listings to 17% because I just want it out of there. I've had it for way over a year. It wasn't this summer's garage sales. It was the last one, I'm pretty sure. And so I put $18 on it. I think I had 35. So if I can even get 10 or 12 bucks out of this, it's really cute. I did find the exact one by using Google Lens, and I thought that the one that had sold was like upwards of over 20, but this one has sat. My photos are good. My title was fine. I think I added estate jewelry to the title. I took out a couple things. So I did switch it up, but there's no reason that shouldn't be selling. So if I can't figure it out, then I'll just get rid of it, or I will consign it. This store that consigns the clothing that I always talk about, it also will consign jewelry, and that is mid-century modern enough. I think some of the young girls that shop there would really like that. Then I did a paint by number set of there are two of Jesus. I had found a ton of paint by numbers all in one group, and I sold all the rest. I had some Native American looking paint by numbers. I had some Western ones, and those sold much quicker. Now, the Jesus ones actually have a fairly good sell-through rate on Christian or religious paint by numbers, but I just have not been able to get these to sell. They're fairly small, but mine aren't framed. A lot of the ones that I see selling better are framed. So I upped my promoted listings to 16%. I changed the category to artwork instead of, no, I changed it to paint by number. I don't think I had it in there. So anyway, I changed it that way. I added the keywords 1960s. And that's what I've done to that. I know these will sell. That's why I kept them. What price I'll end up getting, I don't know. But I paid literally $1 a piece for all of these paint by numbers. And they're, you know, a lot of them sold. I want to say, I should have looked it up, but I want to say that the two or three that had a kind of a Native American motif going on, that those sold for upwards of like $100. And then the Western ones, I want to say I got 40. I had some dog ones. I pick these up every time I see them, but in this particular grouping, I more than made my money. So I just want to get 10 or 15 bucks and get them out of here. Then I had a swordfish pipe wrench, which I believe might have come from my mom's husband when he passed away, or I picked up some tools from an estate sale 2 years ago, and actually, based on the number, these would have been older. So, it's just a Swordfish brand pipe wrench. It's vintage, and it was collectible at the time. But anyway, I upped the promoted, lowered the price. My pictures were good. I think my title was good. Nothing else I can do on that. We'll see what happens. I'll donate it in a couple months. This is my last attempt on that one. Then I had 3 pair of vintage scissors. Some scissors are worth selling by themselves. I'm sure you know that. They, all different brands, can be very good. And I did sell a bunch of single scissors, but then I got these in a grouping, and these just weren't worth standing alone. So I put the 3 together. I have not been able to sell them. I upped my promoted to 20%. I lowered the price to $9, which means I'll probably get like $2 out of the whole thing if I can get them sold. But I wasn't quite ready to pull them off, so I left them on there. Then I have this really pretty pocket mirror. It's got advertising on one side and then a mirror on the other. The mirror's in fairly decent shape, and it's just a circle about this big, and it has some really unique advertising on there. And I've seen pocket mirrors with certain advertising go very, very high, so I think I went way outrageous, like 500, 400. I've just kept coming down. I knew it was a piece excuse me, that I'd have to find the right market for. Pardon me, guys. This cough is just hanging on. We're going on week 3. So anyway, I lowered it down to $89.99. I upped my promoted listings to 20%. It's a gorgeous piece. It has a millinery advertising, like a company that did, I can't say the word right, millinery or millinery. Anyway, so it was a milliner guy who had a shop. So it's about, I want to say it's 50 years old. So it's gorgeous. If I had a place to display stuff like that, I don't know where I would put it, but it's pretty. And so anyway, I'm hoping that with a coupon and a promoted listing and stuff, I still get 50 in the end for that. We'll see. So let's see, that is that sheet. Okay, then, okay, these I have in person. I will show you. Let's see, and I think I did these yesterday. All right, so I think I'm catching up. Let's see. I don't know if I talked about these on my show on my thing last night. I have a beautiful 1970s Afghan, gorgeous 1970s colors, the oranges, the greens, and I love it, but I have a cat and a dog, and I just feel like once you get any hair in them at all, or I would keep it. I really love it. But it is about 8 pounds. It weighs 8 pounds, and because it's a bedspread. It's like bedspread size. So, I think I just finally marked it down to around $40, $45. I thought it was worth a lot more, but I've waited well over a year and it's not moving. Shipping alone is like $19 on it because of how heavy it is. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I know that I will get it sold. It's just a matter of what price. And then, you know, if I'm only going to get 20 bucks for it, I might just put it on my bed, and when it gets destroyed or, you know, the hair is an issue, then I'll just get rid of it, and I will have enjoyed it, but I'm not going to donate it because I like it enough. I do have a couple areas where the cat and the dog never go. You know, they're not allowed in there, so I could display it over this old chair I have and, you know, do that too. I thought about hanging it on the wall, but it's heavy. It's, like I said, it's 8 pounds, and so I'd really have to find a good mounting thing. So for right now, if I can get 40, 45 plus shipping, I'll be happy with that. Then I did have a Craftsman wrench, which was not listed. It had fallen off. So it's only worth probably $12 to $15, but it is a vintage Craftsman. So I relisted it, up the promoted, made sure the photos look good, and I don't think there was anything with my title that I could do. Then I have some Christmas music CDs. There are a lot of 7. There are some really good ones, but I put untested. We didn't play them all the way through, so that might be hurting it. I was hoping they'd sell around Christmas, but anyway, I upped my promoted on those to 20%. And then I lowered my price, and if I can just get $5. This was from a huge group of CDs that my son and I found, and we sold so many of those, like individually. They were worth money. But and I don't know if he sent some to Amazon before he even gave me these. But anyway, we sold some individuals, did really well on a group of other Christian CDs and some other ones. And this was just, I don't know why. It just will not move. So, okay, I think I've gone over the rest. Let's go through some of the clothing. So in yesterday's video, almost everything I showed you, I was getting rid of. I was just like, this has to go. These are the things that I kept, and then I have some more that I'm getting rid of. All right, these are a pair of Wrangler jeans. They're number 421. I'm on 4,075 now, or 4,160 is what I'm listing now. So these are, I think, just a price issue. They have really great washout. They actually have a really good look to them. But Wrangler is a lower end. It's not as popular. So anyway, if I do Wrangler ever again, I've got to be able to be in like the 50-cent range to buy them. And then I can get like $9 or $10 all day long if they're cool and look pretty good, because there is a following for Wrangler. So it's not even the sell-through, it's just that I can't get consistently 15 to 20, and that's really where I have to be if I'm even paying bins prices. I need to be at the 15 plus shipping or 20 plus shipping, and these just are the last of the last. They're either the size is off or whatever. They're not going to sell for 15. So since it's clearance, that's fine. I upped my promoted, and I am willing to, let's see, is this 428? No, this is 421. I had the word grunge in the title, which is okay. I think there's a certain following for that, but now I've learned, and I looked at the ones that had sold, and they had Western and Ranch and Farm and that kind of thing. So I upped my promoted and changed some of the keywords, and I took photos with an actual ruler in there. And so these are 33/28 is the size, and so I don't know, you know, the tall in anything Wranglers are probably what you want to pick up. Just FYI, but those are from that group of all the free tubs that I got. So those are going on 2 years old. And like I said, I sold 90% of those really well, really quick for decent prices. But these are the hanger-oners. All right. This pair, number 428, was not listed. It had fallen off. Maybe it got a bid or it got a offer, and then I did not notice that it wasn't listed. It has quite a bit of holes, but some people love that look. It has great whiskering. If you don't know, this here is called whiskering. So these lines that go this way, and that's actually really good in jeans. Some people love that. And they have a decent washout. They do have the line down the middle. But again, even with the look that these have, these are, you know, vintage USA. So I did get a ton of these type of things sold, vintage USA Wranglers, at 15 and 20. But for whatever reason, maybe it's the hole in the back pocket. I mean, obviously this one had dropped off, so maybe now that I relisted it last night, maybe it has a chance. I don't know why it dropped off or why it hasn't sold. So I looked at my photos. My photos were good. I didn't see really anything different to do in the listing, so I just relisted it with a few very minor changes, and I upped the promoted, and I think I put like $11 with a high promoted, and I always have a coupon out there. So if I even sell these for like $8, I'll just get some of, well, I didn't even pay for these anyway. That was in that free stuff, but I'll get some of my time and my effort back. I'll get a few bucks, and that's fine. Honestly, I'm just really trying not to blow up my store by deleting 50 items at once that I don't have enough stuff to replace. You know, right now my store is staying steady because I found like 10 things that weren't listed in the last like 3 or 4 days, and I'm putting those back in because they were good items. And then I'm listing a lot. I listed 30 items 2 days ago. So my store is like at the same, but it's under 1,000 listings. It's dropped down in the last couple weeks to like 971 because I just have so many sales, which is the point, right? That's the point. But I can't let it get any lower. Otherwise, I just think you don't have enough items for people to choose from. All right, so this item also had fallen off. It's a Nike hoodie. It is missing the drawstring, but it is kind of cool, and it's called a Nike Elite hoodie. So if it had the drawstrings, I would put this back up for around 20, but you know, without the drawstrings, I'm gonna, I don't know what I put this at. I want to say I put it at 14 plus shipping, and that I had a high promoted. It's kind of a clearance item, but they do look very popular. I looked up the comps on these, and these Nike Elite hoodies do pretty good. So even though mine doesn't have the drawstring, I knocked 10 bucks off. We'll see. I don't know how long this has not been listed. At least 90 days this has not been listed. Excuse me, because it wasn't in my ended. It's only, I had to go to Ink Frog to do it. So what I wanted to say on that too is if you don't have Ink Frog, if you're finding some of your listings fell off and it's past the 90 days, just deal with it. Just go ahead, relist them, put them right back in your system that you have, and just move on. Don't, if it's an item worth listing. Now, if I had to completely from scratch, head to toe redo the listing, you know, I think it still has the comps to get 15. So I probably would have on this item. I don't know on every single item I'm keeping. If I didn't have Ink Frog, I might have varied and said I'm not going to redo that and just donated it. But I still think most of your inventory, if you bought it once, if it had a bid and fell off because someone didn't pay, it is probably worth keeping. Okay. These, I think, are darling, especially right now with the Y2K aesthetic going on. I think these things are just Y2K, if anything is. These are shorts. These are women's shorts. They got the button fly. Look at those pockets. I mean, really. And then look at the back. But at the time that I listed these, I put them as mom jeans, but I did not understand the Y2K aesthetic. I didn't put 1990s in the title. So I feel like these are so darling. But if I can't get rid of them by March, then when the consignment store starts accepting donations for summer for shorts, like they would take these now, but I wouldn't get as much money. So I'm going to wait and do them closer to when shorts are just flying off of their shelves too. So I've had 4 people look at these in 30 days, so my listing couldn't have been horrible, but something about it, so I added Y2K, I added 1990s, I had button fly in the title already. I put the, I think I put the gallery picture as the back with that really cute, colorful logo. I'm not sure on that. I took measurements. I put my ruler in the photo so that people can see if it's really going to fit them or not. And, yeah, measurements. And then I upped my promoted to 15%. So this is my last ditch attempt. I think they're darling. I don't know. And then this. Okay, so how many items is that? We've said the steel shorts, they were listed. The Nike hoodie was not listed. One pair of the Western jeans that I just showed you were not listed. And then this was not listed. And that is in 1, 2, 3, 4, out of 5 items, 3 were not listed. And I mean, the box may have had some others that I just decided to get rid of that I showed you on another thing. So say out of 10 items in the box, 3 were not listed. I mean, it makes me feel like I might have 1,200 items and not even know it. So that's why I feel like this is worthwhile, because decisions just have to be made on these things. This is an Ula Popkin. No, Ula Johnson. I want to say Popkin because that's also a thing. Ula Popkin is a great dress brand. This is an Ula Johnson dress. It's absolutely darling. If this were in my size, I would so wear it. Just, it's like almost like a canvas material, but it's a size, I want to say it's a size 6. Let me look, but it is just so cute. Well, where is the size? How did I come up with that size? You knew? Oh, there it is. I was like, how did I come up with that? But it's darling. It's just like a, you know, and it's a pretty olive green. It's not showing here, and I actually had trouble on the pictures capturing how cute the olive green is. So I put that in my listing. I just said, you know, I've tried with my camera and my cell phone, and this is a darling green, and I just can't get it to show. But, you know, if it still hasn't sold, then maybe when the snow goes away and this isn't going to get soaked outside, I'll, you know, hang it against my brick outside. I've done that before just to get a green or a purple correct. But I got it close, you know, it looks a little browner than it is. But anyway, this dress should easily have gone for $80 or $90. I remember someone buying it, and I guess they canceled. And I mean, on an expensive thing like this, I normally remember to relist it. But something happened. Right now in the Ula Johnson dresses, there's 147 active and 41 sold, so I feel like mine will get some attention. I upped the promoted maybe to 11 or 12%, but not too excessive, because this should sell on its own. Okay, and I'm going to get to some more clothing later, but that's what I've done, and then I'm putting the things that I am keeping into the boxes, condensing them, marking the box, putting edited on 1/25/2023, and then I know that at least, you know, 2 more months, that's it. Like these have had a really good edit. Everything I have's on the table, promoted, everything. So if these don't sell, then this will be my next batch of consignment, and that's fine. You know, I buy stuff so cheap, I very rarely pay up, and so if I have to consign something, that's fine. Okay, so this is a Harry Potter sorting hat. I found it, I think I found it right before Halloween. I think I had this listed before Halloween. It just has had no attention. My price might have been too high, so I knocked it down. I don't even think I made a note on this one, but I knocked it down to like 16 bucks, put a decent promoted on it, and I ended it and sold similar, even though I've only had it listed this time since December 6th, so it didn't really need to be ended and sold similar, but I just wanted to refresh the listing. I don't think I changed anything in the title that I can think of. I think this is just a price issue. I think they're fairly popular, but of course now that Halloween's over, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm keeping this. I'm going to give it some more time. It's brand new with tags too, I should have mentioned. Let me see what I did on this. I put $16.99 up to my promoted to 14%. I just want it out of here. Yeah. All right, these are a pair of Asics Gel Kahana. Actually, it's open. And if it's not showing, these are in very, very, very clean condition. Like, very. I do sell shoes like Hoka's in any kind of condition, you know, even ratted up. But these are in very good condition. The tread looks unworn. If these were my size, I would keep them. But anyway, the Gel Kahana 4, that's what these are. They're the TOE5N. I mean, now they're on Gel Kahana 9 or 10 or something. And so these are an older style, I guess. So I've had these at like 24, 25, I think. And let's see, I think these were listed. Yeah, these were listed. And I think with sales and everything else, they could have gotten them for like $9 plus shipping. But anyway, I went in, I changed some keywords around. I put A6 Gel Kahana for shoes, whereas before I had A6 shoes, women's size 9. And that's the title structure that my understanding is good. But I just thought, you know, I'll mess with this title structure, try to get these sold. So I put A6 Gel Kahana first. And then I have women's size 9. I put trail in the title. I did not have trail sneakers before. Other people had that in there, so I added that. We'll see. I have these at $15.99. My ad rate is 11%. And again, this is my last attempt. I will donate these in March if they're not going to move. That is my last attempt. I mean, I've had them a year or two. They were still listed. They had not dropped off, so there's really no reason other than they just must be an unpopular size. So this is a really amazing jacket. I had 2 of these. I got at one garage sale. I want to say the other one was a size 44. I didn't mark on here. I marked... what did I have? I marked H-E-I-R jacket. So I knew it was a jacket in here, but I had forgotten like what that meant. And it looked like H-E-N to me on my writing. I was writing it fast. And so, of course, at the time, you know what it is. So you're just making brief notes on the box. But then over time, I had no idea what hen jacket meant. I was like, what is this thing? And it was not listed. It had fallen off. So anyway, it's a vintage, like, motorcycle biker, kind of a cafe jacket. It's older. These are pretty sought after. My first one sold very quickly for over $100. So who knows? This one, it was not in my ended listing, so it's been over 90 days that this has not been listed. So it's a Harley Davidson Hein Garrick jacket. Very good condition. Very few scuffs to the leather. So anyway, I relisted it last night. I still have no views, which I'm thinking maybe I need to take Hein Garricky from being my first keyword. Even though I know people know what that is, I think Harley Davidson jacket needs to be. I'm going to go change that in a little bit here. So, you know, I think that might get me some more lookers because I've had no lookers since last night. Oh, and actually it says eligible to promote, so I must have missed. See, I sent it from Ink Frog to here because I had to relist it and it was over 90 days. So I need to go in and promote it and change my title structure on this one. So I'm going to set this over here. I won't put it away till I do that. But I mean, there's at least $100 that, who knows, over 90 days I thought was listed and it's not. All right, these are Allen Edmonds shoes. They're loafers. They're pretty just casual loafers, nothing too fancy. They're black. They're an 11.5D, so the size is good. They do have the tassel loafers. And I just can't, you know, they do have some scuffs, a little bit of creasing on the toe bed, but nothing that, you know, you normally wouldn't sell. But I think with the creasing and, you know, Allen Edmonds, unless they are the... you know, that one kind of leather, I know the name, I just have to look it up again, but they are not anything real expensive or collectible. They aren't vintage. So I put them at $14.99. I promoted them at 15%. I just want these to get moving. I've had these for, you know, over a year and a half now, and I don't like to keep things that long. But I am going to give them one more whirl. Same thing. I will donate these by March for wedding season and things coming up to that consignment store. They have a huge number of people who shop in there and would want a pair of dress shoes like these. So that's what I chose to do on that. All right, these. This is what I'm saying. Like 10 items. I haven't even kept track. I should have, because who knows. These are 2 toy horses. And in my title, I have March On Empire 1995 Prancing Western Vintage Collectible. So I have toy horses. I changed my title structure a little bit on these once I relisted it, but these were not listed for the last 90 days, just sitting there. And, you know, toy horses sell really good. I don't know about this particular brand. So anyway, I messed with my title structure. My pictures are great. The other thing I did is that I had them in this box for some reason, you know, and I had a lot of packing in there, but I don't think that size box is necessary. This box is smaller, so maybe my shipping looked outrageous. I don't know what the difference was. I'm going to go in and I'm going to bubble wrap these just to make sure with the smaller box size that they do okay. And I put them at $22.99 and I promoted at 12%. I have one person who's viewed it. I know the views on eBay can be off too. But anyway, I'm going to fix that box up. Because this is a hat that I got rid of, so I'm going to peel that off. That's the problem with reusing boxes, so I've got to look on every surface, make sure that I'm marking it correctly, make sure this is crossed off. And so yeah, that's the plan on that. I have no idea how those fell off. I vaguely remember someone purchasing them and canceling. I don't know. All right. That one I haven't done yet. Okay. This is just a Cabbage Patch doll. I don't know anything about them. I just got it at a garage sale, I want to say, for like 50 cents. It does have an outfit. It looks like a homemade outfit with it. So I thought it was worth throwing up there. This would have been, you know, after COVID when garage sales were thin. And I was, you know, not worried, but I just wanted to accumulate my inventory back the best I could. I was working as a nurse at the time, night shifts, and so I couldn't travel a whole lot because they had restrictions part of the time. If you were a staff member there, you certainly couldn't cross state lines. And so that limited me a lot. Couldn't go to the bins. I don't think they had reopened yet anyway. So this is just a Cabbage Patch doll. I undressed her, laid out the outfit. She's probably, you know, I don't know. She doesn't look like she was rare. I guess I didn't promote her. Let's see now. Had she fallen off? I don't remember if she was listed and just hasn't sold or if she fell off. I can't remember. I think she had fallen off. I think that she was just nowhere to be found. Anyway, either way, I lowered the price to $13.99. I need to go in and promote it. No, the reason she's not promoted is because she would have come from Ink Frog and I just didn't click the button over there. So I'm going to promote her at like 15-20% and just try to get her to a good home. All right. And then this is my last one for now. I hope to get a bunch of stuff to my VA today. I hope to, you know, it'll take me about an hour and a half to photo 30 items and get that to him, get it uploaded to him on Google Drive, Google Docs. And then I've got to do my shipping, so I will have another video here I'm going to do in about, you know, 30 minutes once I go pull the shipping. And I want to get that out, and then I'm going to do this the rest of the day. The listings from the VA won't be done until at least tomorrow. So I'm going to keep going through old inventory. I feel like right now my sales have stayed steady because I'm finding unlisted items, and that just looks like new items to eBay, especially when I'm messing with them so much, upping the promoted, changing them. I think I'm okay for another day. I might list a couple things, you know, if my sales look really stagnant tonight. I am pulling off some things too. I'm pulling off a lot of stuff. So I don't know how that's going to work out. This thing, at the time I found it, it looked rare. I did not see too many of these up on eBay at the time, and certainly not this guy with the fire hose. Now I see that these Holiday Inn Shenango plates, these kids plates, I guess you would get these in the restaurant at the time. So it's kind of a cool piece of history, but they aren't near as rare as I thought. This was before I knew how to go to Terapeak, I think. So anyway, I'm going to get rid of him. He's worth less than $4, and there's only one sold out of like 13 that are up. So I'm going to donate him to the thrift. All right, guys, well, I'm going to go. I'm going to rest my voice. We may not get a shipping video. It may not be worth your time to listen. Thanks for tuning in. I'm thinking that even though, and I don't cross-post either. I just want to say that I used to cross-post, but I don't cross-post anywhere right now. So, you know, you might have more unlisted items than you think, unless you have been 100% diligent when someone cancels an order or when they don't pay. You know, like this morning I saw where eBay canceled an order for me because I hadn't gotten in for like 10 days to cancel it for non-payment. Usually I keep up on that because I want my stuff up and going. But I see that I missed one, so I doubt that item got relisted. Because eBay just does have a glitch there, and if I didn't cancel it myself and go check, there's a good chance it's not relisted. So I think that's what has happened. And even though I only have 1,000 items in stock, I have, you know, like I want to say, let's see, I can tell you exactly so that I'm not just guessing. In the last 90 days, I think I've had like, what, 900 items sell? Let me see where we're at here. Let's see, go to selling. So yeah, in the last 90 days, I've had 842 items sell, and I have 975 active. So even though my store is small and I try to keep a tight ship, which is not, you're not going to believe that looking at all the stuff that fell off, but for the most part, you know, that's a couple thousand things just coming and going all the time. So, you know, it just happens, even though I don't cross post. If you do cross post, which I used to do, and I did fine, I was very detailed about it, but I would, when you get time, if inventory buying is a problem one week and you just can't afford it, slow down your listing and go through your old stuff and figure out why it hasn't sold. I know people who have 3 and 4 and 10,000 item stores, and you know, they never go back and check. And I just think, man, there's a gold mine sitting there. More things have dropped off than they know. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm excited. I'm gonna excited about the things I'm finding. I think I found about $400 in items that weren't listed. If you count the $89 boots, if you count that $100 dress, it should easily sell for in that range. I might take less. The horses are $15. A lot of $15 items fell off. The dimensions kit is an easy 25. So, you know, I feel like with the 10 items that have fallen off, you know, I'm in that, you know, maybe not 400, maybe 300, but I'm definitely in that range. So I'm going to go do my shipping, get that out of here, especially since it's snowing, the roads might close. So I'm going to go do that. But guys, I will see you on later. I hope to get through another like 50 clothing items today. By tonight, that's my goal. All right, we'll see you. Have a great day. Thanks for enduring my voice. I don't know when it's going to come back. I don't feel bad, but I just can't shake this thing. So I appreciate your prayers too. If you could like and subscribe below, I appreciate it. Bye-bye.